Among his tribe was a wretched little man with grand ambitions. His name was Batu. This name, in the Mongolian dialects, means the faithful one, the devoted one. This boy was indeed devoted, like a faithful dog that always runs behind its master. However, he did not wish to have many masters. In reality, his only master was his own selfishness. Batu had been a follower of the renowned General Misra Shaheen Aaron. Before that, he was an insignificant Tatar, but with an iron will and misguided choices. He was born in a desolate, waterless place in the inhospitable steppes of northern Crimea, to a Turko-Tatar father and a Mongol mother. His father was a warrior, blacksmith, and farrier under Ottoman rule, while his mother was a dynamic woman, like all the women of her time and tribe. While his father was away on raids and hunting, she took care of everything else. Everything passed through the hands of those tough women, such as milking and caring for the animals, except for the children, setting up and taking down the tent-weaving clothes, the oral tradition of history, even the decoration of horses and tents, and so much more. Their tribe was the Nogai horde, a mix of Turks and Tatar Mongols, a remnant of the once powerful Golden Horde. From a young age, he dreamed of escaping the steppe and becoming something great. Like those terrible and fearsome princes and warriors from the stories his mother told him every night, just before he slept. He never left her in peace, nor his father either. He was very curious, and constantly asked him about his forays and adventures. His father, on the other hand, only took him along when they were going somewhere he wouldn't be in danger, but also to help him with his work. Little Batu was excited by the idea of a campaign, but not so much by the farriery work, which was frequent. So, as he grew up, he was forced to follow his father until he turned 14, when he ran away. He went further south, to the coastal areas of the Khanate, where he saw the sea for the first time, discovering a different life. He was dazzled by the beauty, the wealth, and the easy life. He didn't just want to survive, and it wasn't enough for him just to serve. He wanted to feel important, to stand out from the crowd, and to be needed. But he wanted to acquire all these things quickly, and he couldn't wait to grow up trying to earn them. At the same time, he had to find something to do to survive. He found work near the Janissary camps as a blacksmith's and farrier's assistant. He understood that this, at least, was something that gave him a plate of food and a place to sleep, and it was certainly much better than in the steppe. However, this was not what he was aiming for. He had to achieve it somehow. When he told his colleagues that one day people would bow before him, they mocked and ridiculed him. Angry as he was, he would leave every night, trying to figure out what he should do to escape his father's curse. He had already been working there for 2 years, and he passed down the same road every night until he reached his tent. One very dark, rainy, cold night, outside the Janissary camps, he met a ragged man who was sitting like a beggar holding a wooden staff. The man said to him, "Hey, young one, come here. Let me tell you a secret." Batu said, "Leave me alone. I have nothing to give you." Beggar said, "But I have something to give you." Batu then asked the beggar with an angry voice, "What could you possibly give me? Not even your staff is worth anything. You can't even protect yourself from the rain and cold. Leave me be." Beggar then said, "Ah, young Batu, yet I know what you're thinking, and if you listen to me, you will very soon gain all those things you desire." Batu replied, "If you claim to know what I want for myself, why don't you do it for yourself, so you can live more comfortably?" Beggar then answered, "You are very clever, young one, but we do not all have the same goals. Now, ask me the right questions, if you truly want me to help you." The boy immediately became serious. He thought carefully and asked the beggar, "All right, then tell me this. How can I become the best gunsmith in the entire empire? How can I learn to create such works with my hands that kings will be happy to have me near them? How can I become the one whom people will fear and bow down to? Beggar said, Your ambition, young one, is even higher than the demons themselves. Are you ready to dedicate your soul to your master in order to become what you truly desire? But beware, your soul is the price. That will be the cost of your desires. The boy was blinded by selfishness and ambition and didn't understand much. Even though the beggar clearly explained what he was asking of him, the boy answered hastily, wanting to escape his misery. I am ready, just tell me what I must do. Beggar said, Good. The only thing I want from you now is to clasp your palm onto my staff. This means I hold your word. If you break it, misfortunes will befall you and your family, and also the generations to come. You will live to see them suffer, suffering yourself as well. Young Batu didn't really believe these things and thought they were like the stories his mother told him when he was little. He reached out his hand and squeezed his palm onto the staff. He felt a sudden burning sensation, and where he had been smiling, his laughter was abruptly cut short when he saw his name being inscribed. The beggar then told him a story. Now listen carefully. You will take the Silk Road towards the Caspian Sea. You will seek out the shamans of the dark fire, but be careful, never speak of them. From there, you will find the road to Khiva. You will take the caravan that passes through the Kazakh steppe, which leads to Uzbekistan. On the 9th night that the caravan stops, you will leave secretly, continuing on a camel towards the north. Don't worry, no one from the caravan will look for you. Take food and water with you for 7 days. Your goal is to reach the area with the large red rocks. Near there lives a blind hermit. His name is Urub. Ask him for a corner to rest. Be careful not to mock him or try to deceive him. Tell him who you are looking for, and he will guide you. Take this, and be careful not to lose it, nor to give it away. You will give this to the great shaman when, and if you ever arrive. The beggar extended his hand, opening his palm. He was holding a colorful silk cloth with symbols painted on it that didn't make sense, and continued, If you truly want to do this, then you should delay no longer. There is nothing else I can tell you. He bowed his head and spoke no more. Young Batu was very confused, but at the same time he was ecstatic and excited. At first, he seemed quite hesitant. He stared dumbfounded for some time at the beggar's hand holding the otherwise beautiful painted cloth, standing stubbornly in the heavy rain. The course of his life would be determined by that choice. Many thoughts ran through his mind. One voice told him, Be careful what you're about to do. You may be poor, but you are not ragged. You managed to escape the steppes and its dangers. You no longer milk donkeys and mares for your parents. You are free, and with your knowledge, you can rise up, and you will succeed. Slowly but surely, and another voice told him, Well, why did you come this far? Didn't you want everything to happen quickly? Here it is, then. If it's not you, it will be someone else whom you will look at in the future with terror and admiration and think that could have been you. You'll wonder your whole life, how did I, the idiot, end up like this? And because young Batu was deceived by quick decisions, easy ways out, and gains without effort, he was led to the wrong choice. The beggar made a slow motion to close his palm. Batu was not taken by surprise, and, in a flash, snatched the colorful cloth. The beggar, sitting hunched over, smiled slyly from under his hood.